If you are trying to enter IT, or if you are confused about business analyst roles, if you are watching random videos but still don't feel confident, this video is for you. I'm not going to teach you theory. I'm going to show you how people actually get hired. So stay till end. This video can save you months of confusion. So most people fail not because they're weak, but because they prepare in the wrong direction. Okay. So I'll teach you how to prepare for your job interview. So let me tell you the biggest mistake freshers make. They'll start learning tools, Excel, Jira, SQL, Agile words, but companies don't hire tools, they hire thinking. That's why people with certificates still don't get calls. Today I'll show you what to focus on instead. Okay, so they learn tools without understanding job. They prepare randomly without direction. Companies hires problem solvers, not certificates or tools. Okay. So what companies actually want? Let's find out what companies actually want. They want something, someone who understand the problem. That's the first thing. So every business solve a customer problem, right? Either service or product. If you understand that company, what they are solving, especially the product or service they are providing, there are high chance you get the job. Understand the problem first, very important, and explain it clearly. In the software development, as a business analyst, your main responsibility, clarity. Provide provide explanation, provide requirement clarification to the developer or stakeholder, right? Explain it clearly, helps people agree that person is the business analyst, not document writer, not tool expert, right? Problem clear equal valuable person. So the more clearly you communicate, the more clearly you can solve problem, more clearly you can explain to people, the more you are valuable. Your salary will go high. That's why you are working in the same team and one person's salary is more and your salary is less than that person because that person is provide clarification, right? Provide insight. So one example you can do, you don't need a real project to practice this one. So use examples from daily life, like ordering a food. Can you explain clearly to someone non-technical? Okay. You order many times food. You order from Amazon. You order online stuff, right? Can you explain to your 5-year-old nephew or son or daughter or anyone? Or can you explain to your grandma or someone like who doesn't understand this process? Can you break into a simple language? Can you explain the food you order or you order from Amazon? Details, step by step. How do you log in? How do you view the product? How do you add the item? How do you exit from the cart? So if you can order and bank issues, yeah, you log into bank, you move money, you deposit a check. Can you break into simple language? Can you explain this process to a non-technical people? So that's your um, practice. Instead of you looking for the real project, you can start from your real life examples. Okay. So if you are serious about getting the job, this is most important section. Job descriptions are not ads, they are requirements. Companies are literally tell you this is what we will pay for you, right? So don't apply immediately. Read 3 job posts, circle repeated skills, ignore tools initially. So that's list your real syllabus. So go to Indeed.com or go to LinkedIn and just type business analyst jobs in bank or wherever, which domain you are applying. See, in the top, they will tell you what they are looking for. And down, they will tell what skills is required, right? So this is your actual requirement. Companies are already telling what they need, right? So your um, homework, your lab is go and pull up 10, 15 jobs. Okay. Go and check your job description. So the job skills are hidden there. So let's take a look what job skills they are looking for. Okay. Repeatedly they were highlighting, but you are not paying attention. Okay. Instead of that, you are searching some tools. Okay. So this is the secret um, of to getting a BA job. Number one is communication. Most BA interviews are not technical, to be honest with you. So number one um, is a communication. Okay, so they check first. They are checking. Can you explain clearly? Can you simplify? Can you reduce confusion? So explain business versus technical language different, right? So the exercise I already told you. Explain a simple process to non-technical friend or technical person. That's different is the skills. So you can start practicing immediately, right? So project don't start with documents. They start with confusion. Real flow. Why are we doing this one? So what problem exists? What does success looks like? What can we deliver first, right? So that's how the real project start, right? Not with the tool. So if you can explain this flow in interviews, you already sound experienced. Okay. Um, Let me write down here. So focus on this one, number one. Why are we doing this? Okay. What problems exist? What does success look like? What can we deliver first? Okay, so if you can explain this flow in interviews, you are already sound experienced. Okay, so experience is just repeated practice, right? So like that's why they're asking 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, right? So it's a repeated practice. It's like a habit, right? Like, does anyone need a practice how to brush your teeth, how to put your clothes? Because that's kind of a habit, right? Like if you learn how to drive, if you learn how to swim, does anyone need to teach that one? Like while you are driving, you can speak, which is not allowed to do, but I'm just saying it's automatically happening, right? Once you learn that habit, it's automatically, what you did repeatedly, you try to drive, repeatedly, you try to swim, repeatedly, if you want to bring as a habit, you repeatedly do that task, right? So experience also don't wait, you get a real project, you don't wait until you get a real job to create the experience. What you can do, what actually BAs are doing, I'm sharing already with you. Just start doing while you are applying. Repeatedly practice, like daily 30-minute routine will save you 6, 7 month job searching, right? You will get the job as soon as possible if you have this clear mindset practice. Read one job description. This is your routine. Rewrite. So let me write it right in your slide here. Okay. So daily 30-minute. This is your 30-minute routine. What you will practice, read one job description, rewrite one one requirement in simple words and summarize one meeting, video or article. Think fine, whatever you watch, whatever you read, summarize this one. So no tools, just thinking. This is how confidence build. Okay. So if you can do every day 30 minutes, you are ahead of the game. Okay. So your resume. Okay. So especially in your resume, highlight. Okay, we did this one. So your resume, you should highlight problem you understood, clarity you created, situation you handled, right? Like when you are writing, if you have any tools, you can list, right? Tools are to improve skills, right? Like to why we are using tools, make your job easy, right? Like example, why do you use a computer, right? Like you want to make things faster, right? But your skill is already there. Like let's say you are using for Excel for some calculation. You know how to do the math, or you know how to use the calculation or project or whatever you want to do. But you simply using a spreadsheet to make your process faster, right? So learning Excel is not important. Learning how to do your things, yes, get tools are good for help, right? Aiding, right? That make your things faster. Different company have different tools to make their um, work process faster, right? So instead of you focus the tool, you forget about the actual job. So what I'm saying here, when you are creating your resume, don't bother focus on tools. Just list the problem I told you in the workflow. This one, right? What you did, these things, and if you are using any tools, yes, list I use this tool to make things faster, right? That's how you will build your resume. Okay. So when someone asks you, tell me about yourself, right? Like you can, instead of you can say, I help teams understand problem and move forward clearly. We are not mentioning any tool, but if you want mention any tool, you can mention here. Okay. So that sentence alone change the perception, right? So let me honest with you. Everyone feels lost at beginning, right? Not only you, everyone feels the same thing, right? So even confident people, even all the SVPs, directors, CEOs, whoever in that person, they start from the scratch after graduation. They got an internship or they got the job, the first beginner job, right? So everyone was in the same mindset like you. So even confident people also. The difference is some people keep watching, some people start practicing. So which one of you are? Are you still keep watching or you are watching and practicing? So if you practice what I shared today, you are already ahead of 90% of applicants. Okay. So in this channel, I'll break real project, teach job ready skills, help you move step by step into IT. Let me know in the comments what topics are you are looking for. I'll help you best of my knowledge. So if this video help you even little, subscribe. This channel is built for people like you. Thanks everyone.